SCV comes off the line at the beginning of the match. As does the probe. Wow. So this is what we're doing. Both players sending a worker out at about the 0-second mark. This means Hero will scout that the proxy is on the way, whereas the proxy will start nearly immediately.
Hey.
Thank you, Void.
How are you?
Doing pretty well. I play StarCraft every day. It's not bad. Thank you, Void. Welcome back. So the probe is already here. It scouts the lack of Rex. Oh my god. Can he? No, he can't see it. When that finishes, he won't be able to see it by that much. Now, this gateway here is a wall. The Reaper can't get up. I have to assume this is a Reaper. This looks like the same build he used in Game 1. And he won Game 1. So... I mean, this is how he likes to do it. Throw Hero off a little bit. Now, the proxy is so obscenely close here that Hero didn't scout it right off the bat. If he scouts it right off the bat and delays it and forces the SCV to try to micro around, does he? Oh my god. Like, he proxied so close to his base that Hero didn't scout it because it's just silly. Why would anyone proxy that close to the base? That's just dumb. But Byun, with the next level mind games, proxies it immediately outside his base. The probe has not racked up any kills. The shields are down. Wait, oh! The fusion cutter almost comes out for the finish. Just a Reaper here. Gonna see no expansion. Jumps into the main. A Stalker's being chrono boosted. The Stalker takes a little longer. What is with these depots, Byun? I have to assume they're for scouting. Reaper racking up 0 kills thus far. The Stalker closing in 1 kill. 1 kill is 5. 3 is where it starts to become a little dicey. But great micro out of Hero. Well, gets another one. Oh, tries to go for the finish, but he's gonna lose the Reaper. He gets a kill, but this SC Byun, with the classic Diamond League mistake of right-clicking your worker onto another worker, and that worker leads you back into its house and murders you in your sleep. Or, well, I guess to your face in that scenario. The barracks on the way across. No expansion for Byun, while Hero is opting for it almost right off the bat. A Cyclone should be enough here. Right on the high ground, right out of vision range for Hero. Yeah, it's time to turn around. Takes a couple points of damage, but... So, unlike Game 1, it doesn't look like Byun has a strong follow-up here. In Game 1, Cloak Banshees got damage done. It kept Hero on 2 bases. He didn't have quite the economy. In this match, Hero has finished his second Nexus and is now producing double probes. He's even chrono boosting the Nexus. I'm not sure why he feels so confident in chrono boosting the Nexus. I guess there's not much else to chrono boost. But this does mean he could be vulnerable to the double clone drop. It depends on the first warp in here. Warp gate's about to complete. He's going to have 3 gates. He already has 3 stalkers. If this hit a few seconds earlier and delayed warp gate, that would have been massive. But unfortunately, the Cyclones come off the line. He can go for the pylon. He does. Stalker's being targeted. He's trying to keep the medevac alive. A lot of micro from both sides coming out here. He's trying to really trade the damage out. A lot of Stalkers going down. A dodge. A micro back. Another Stalker being targeted. Another one. Another one. Oh, and the pickup! And the same... What? He kills 5 Stalkers and gets out with all but 1 clone. What a weird, weird trade that was. I don't... Byun coming... Well, this is not as good. This... You don't want to be doing that. But... Byun, once again, leaning on his micro. Hero trying to get everything, trying to have his cake and eat the Cyclone too, but doesn't end up killing the medevac or one of the clones. Just... I mean, that's the best Byun could have ever hoped for. That's insanity. A Twilight Council on the way, the Robo, but it does seem like Hero's a little bit confused as to what to do right now. He definitely was taken aback. That was a bit tilting there for Hero, I feel. Like, he felt like he should have been able to deal with that, but instead he lost all of his Stalkers, his tech was delayed, now he has a late Twilight Council, he's just now getting an Immortal, there's no third, there's no huge advantage, he's only 5 probes ahead, which when you don't have very much tech or a third base, is not a huge deal at all. Byun already has Stim on the way, much better off than the previous match. He kept the Medevac alive, so he has that ability to put on pressure, and he will. And the cycle, like, he can't even stop this. This gateway dies. And the Liberator goes out as well. It'll serve the dual purpose of scouting for a third and potentially pressuring the net. This positioning is really awkward. Okay. Can he get away with it again? Can he do it again? The pickup. Oh, he goes. He dives on the Stalkers. He doesn't care. This man is crazy. He's deep in the paint right now. He's gonna try. Oh, the micro coming out. Can he boost away? A couple more seconds. He drops out again. He wants more, but he escapes. At the same time, the Liberator sieges. And those Stalkers are bruised. They're gonna go down pretty quickly. Byun actually targets the hurt Stalker and the probes. The micro. And he even came back in with the drop just to see if Hero was, just to keep Hero honest. Oh my god. Another boost back. The Stalker's not quite quick enough to intercept. Stim is done in 5 seconds. And with the Medevac, that's enough units to deal with this. Hero does not have a third. He's just thinking about it now. He's actually down in workers. It's 48 to 45. Byun is looking at 5 wrecks here. Full 2-base production. He's looking real nice right now. Hero cannot fight this. And Hero just added on 6 more gateways. He's decided what he wants to do. But there's already Bio. He's going for the combat shields. He's got +1, and he's on the chase. The Immortal's picked up. But the Warp Prism is vulnerable now, too. He picks up a second one. The Force Fields come out. The turn. Byun. Really? No. Right in his face. He just waved it in front of his face and sent the Medevacs to the main. The gateways are spinning up now, but there's tanks at home. He can't even break this. Byun just doesn't even care. Dives straight for the main. Hero knows exactly what's happening here. The Zealots are coming out. They do have charge. The Immortal targeted down. He just picks up, trying to go in the front. The Immortal drop actually going to do a pretty great job here. The Widow Mines are a pretty dangerous threat. The Zealots on the way down. A lot of these units are bruised. Combat Shield's not done quite yet. There is no blink, but enough units are coming together at home. Hero is forced to retreat. 4 SCVs went down in that exchange. Hero got most of his key units out, but is forced back and unable to take a third base safely. Medevacs being targeted down, but not enough of them. Some units will be bled out here. The Immortal drop on the chase. Hero still no third. Byun no third, but his buildings can fly. Hero now taking the third, but no upgrades on these Protoss units. That makes the Bio with the Medevacs. There's no splash damage. There's nothing to really balance out the lack of upgrades here. It's brute force. That Observer scouted out. This is a lot of units to potentially be losing. Great force fields. Shaves off half a dozen Marauders. Well, it looks like some of them will get away. The Immortal drop coming out. Who's dropping who? More bases are being dropped than a Skrillex album right now. The Immortals come to the back. The boys are pulled. Force fields, great. Shave off a few more. Marauders on the right side, blasted to pieces. This is Hero's gambit right now. He's going for the front, and he has to break through. He has no upgrades. He has no splash damage. Byun lifts to the high ground, but there's a drop in the main. He takes out the Artosis pylon. Most of the gateways are unpowered. Byun has to hold the high ground. There's a lot of Protoss bearing down. The Guardian Shield will protect a lot of these units. There are no tanks left. The upgrades are still good. Juggling back, some of the Immortals to the front. The main base has been gutted. There's no Warpins on the other side. Byun's still trying to hold the high ground. The Guardian Shield not doing a great job. He's trying to pick up units, but it seems like there is enough for Byun. Not all the units are together. The Immortals are bleeding out. The shields are down. There's only so many units left. Byun is holding the line, and he's taking out the natural. He's going to be taken with it the entire game and the match. GG. Why base trade? Hero, sometimes Hero's 2 base shenanigans get him in trouble. Alright. He tries too hard. He's like, fuck it, we're going 2 base. And then that happens. That's a pretty standard Hero. Oh wait, I lied. There's another match. There's another 2 match.